This is another video that we are making in response to some comments left by a few people this time on Facebook. We belong to a number of Facebook groups. We tend to join the Facebook groups in the area we stay local to, so that we get a sort of idea of what's going on, if we're upsetting people, and just sort of general information. And someone posted up in the Morecambe and Lancaster group about parking on the seafront down at Morecambe. Right, so I'm going to take you outside and show you where we've parked last night and where we woke up this morning. So I'll do that now. Okay, so quite clearly we are parked in a completely residential street. And no, it is not the most delightful park up. Somebody's out trimming their grass or hedgerow. I don't know if that's in response to us trying to wake us up, but we were already awake. But it sounds like they are deliberately trying to come out with their strimmer and trim the grass. The complaint was that they want to stop motorhomes parking on the seafront down at Morecambe. So I think maybe from here we'll take you to Morecambe and show you what we're talking about. So yeah, let's go to Morecambe. There's been a number of complaints from, I'll call them locals for the time being, and I'll explain a bit in a minute, because they're not actually locals. They live in the area, should I say. They don't live opposite the promenade. But they've complained about the campervans being parked on the promenade. So that's what I've come to sort of talk to you guys about. I've counted a total of 15 vans. So what is it people want? What do the locals around Morecambe want? They don't want no camper vans there. They don't want no one to visit Morecambe. They don't want no one to park along the seafront. They want the seafront left clear. There was other comments that we should be charged. Motorhomes should be charged to park. Why charge motorhomes and not cars? We all pay car tax. We all pay extortionate taxes on diesel and petrol. So why would we pay more to park than any other car owner? And what would happen if you take away all the parking in Morecambe? What happens if you stop all the motorhomes from parking there? Where are we all going to go? Are you going to say that we can't visit Morecambe anymore? We can't visit any of the seafronts? We can't visit any of the seaside towns? I just don't get what local people want. Why they hate motorhomes and the motorhomes parking on the seafronts and visiting their towns. Yeah, I just don't see why local people to seaside resorts object so much to people visiting their area.
Is it, again though, what we said before, is it jealousy? Is it because that actually they would really like that lifestyle? They would really like the ability to stop at the side of the road and make a cup of tea or have a bacon sandwich?
Yeah, but everyone can have that lifestyle if they choose to actually give up something else and accept it and take on that lifestyle. I mean, I didn't have it until I chose to actually go get a van and move into it and start using it. Yeah, everyone has the opportunity to go get themselves a van and to go and do this if they chose to. Some people just don't see the point. We've had comments from people that said, why would you want to live in a motorhome beside the road, or when you've got an house? Why would you want to stay in an house permanently next door to your neighbours, looking at the same view constantly? So as well as someone being baffled about me wanting to travel and explore the world and see different places, I'm baffled by why you would want to just sit at home watching TV, doing nothing. Is that not a fair comment?
You're allowed your opinion. But we wouldn't, and you wouldn't, like, tell them that they shouldn't be doing that. If they want to do that,
yeah, exactly.
then it's their choice.
I mean, it's like saying, why do people with showers have showers? Why don't you just get a bath like everybody else? It's completely ludicrous. Why do people try and force their opinion on somebody else? I mean, if someone wants to have a shower instead of a bath, let them have a shower. I don't
Going off on a tangent now.
Yeah, I almost spoiled it, but I don't give a damn whether someone has a bath or a shower. I don't give a damn if someone drives a red car, or black car, or green car. Little things in life like that don't bother me. I don't care if the roadside has a van parked there or a car parked there, and I can't see the difference between why someone wants cars parked there rather than a van. Right, so I'm going to just walk along and show you around the vans themselves to see if there is any waste, because one of the arguments was they're dumping waste. Right, so again, the claims that people are dumping their waste, water and toilet waste in the gutter is complete nonsense. Why would somebody want the space like the promenade to be left empty at night rather than somebody else enjoying the space and making use of it? It's like the big shopping centres, Morrison's, Aldi, all the big supermarkets anyway, anyone with a large car park. What is the point in having them empty at night when you could have people parked there and make use of that space overnight
and
for free?
Would be security.
And it would be security. Yeah.
I mean, these guys parking along here, surely this is security for any residents.
Well, what about women walking along the promenade at night? It's got to be, you've got to feel more secure knowing that there's vans and people in the vans along here rather than no one on the streets. But why would the locals? I mean, places that I grew up and went as a kid was Walton Hayes, Clacton, Clacton upon Sea. Now it's run down, it's empty, there's nobody there, it's not used very much anymore. It became there was even a TV program about it, wasn't there, called what was it called, Jaywick?
Yeah,
Jaywick, the rundown seaside resort that used to be famous in the 70s. It's now a desolate waste. I mean, is that what people want it to be? They want to retire here to be morbid and alone.
You've gone from a 4-minute video to probably a 40-minute video now. You've gone off on one.
I've gone off on one. Well, that's what you have to get me into. You have to get me wound up and get me talking. One of the main complaints was that there, a caravan, unhitched caravan, and it's blocking the views of locals. There's the views of the locals. Let's just have a little wander. The vans are blocking the view of local people. So I take it people live behind that corrugated iron fence. This is what I want to ask the people of Lancaster, Morecambe, or wherever, any other place for that matter. But we've got some empty spaces here and there. Got an empty space over there where Sue's walking. What does that bring to Morecambe? What advantage is there in having this empty space? I mean, let's go across here. Oh, I didn't actually show you the views. Let me just run back and I'll show you the view. Right, so now if there was an house there, which there isn't, and we was blocking the views, that's the view you're going to have. Basically you're going to see a brick wall and the sky. I mean, you could just look up if you want to see the sky. You ain't got to look over that way. So that's, well, I guess you can see that little bit of green grass there. Great views. There also was no mention whatsoever about this half car advertising or the lorries. That must be almost 2 miles of seafront and promenade from here all the way down the other end, and in total probably I'd say around 50 vans in total over 2 miles of stretch of road, and somebody complains about it. And what I want to know is, why haven't you complained about half a car being left there? There's plenty of spaces to park, as you can see. There's no problem parking. You've got two big lorries over there. No one complained about the lorries parking there. The views, there isn't any view because there's no one living there. It's just a blue fence, a blue wall. So I don't get what you people are complaining about. Let's just say, for argument's sake, we remove all these vans, we get rid of them all, we clear them all out. Let's just say we just wave a magic wand and they're all gone. Look at the space you'll have. Loads of empty space. Nobody enjoying the views, nobody seeing the seafront, nobody in Morecambe. For you people to complain and moan and to want that, there must be something psychologically wrong with you. Why would you want Morecambe to be totally desolate, like nobody there? It just baffles me why somebody would complain to the council about motorhomes being parked here when they're bringing in business to the local community. The shops, the cafes, the pubs, restaurants. Let's get rid of them all. Yeah, let's make them all go away. And what will you have here? And even more. Look at it. Morecambe Promenade on a summer's evening, and it's almost empty. There's no one here. It's not like it's a thriving Spanish resort. It's not like Benidorm, is it? It's hardly Benidorm. Bloody hell. I mean, look, the beaches are packed, aren't they? I'm gonna maybe go and find a place to put my towel for tomorrow morning in case I can't find a place. You see what I mean? This is what I'm getting at. You want something, you want to take away somebody's enjoyment of being able to park their motorhome for free and make them pay, which means they'll go onto the back streets and park outside somebody else's house when they're doing no harm. The people that are causing the harm are you guys.